Hi, it's Awakened Angel here. Today I'd like to talk about how spirituality isn't really a learning process, it's more like an unlearning process. I can pretty much sum up spiritual growth with the example of emptying out a glass. Imagine this was full with liquid, and you empty out the liquid, then you're left with the emptiness, right? That's what happens. You get emptied of every concept, idea, thought, word, especially about yourself, and especially about the world. This is what I want to teach people, that you're not going to learn what you are. You're not going to learn the truth of reality, the ultimate transcendental spiritual truths from any book, from any scripture, or from anything a spiritual teacher says to you. You will only reach it by discarding what is false within, and baby, it's all false. Everything you believe is false. That's why you're searching for the ultimate truth. So it's so funny, the spiritual aspirant wants to know the truth, yet he won't admit that he doesn't know the truth. He grasps on to all these concepts, especially spiritual ones. When really he should be going within and discarding whatever he can. Whatever he can find to be false should be discarded. In my spiritual practice, I let spontaneous body movements purify me. You might want to give it a try, just sitting with yourself. And if your body wants to move here, if it wants to move there, if it wants you to cry, if it wants you to scream, whatever it wants, whatever happens in the moment, let it be in spiritual practice. Let it be what it is. It is your mind which will stop you from growing spiritually, not your mind that will grasp one goddamn transcendental truth. It's amazing. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said about spirituality and teaching in 4 minutes. But then the spiritual aspirant will take what I said and turn it into this and that, and a million questions will come from what I've said. You gotta find the silence within, baby. That's your job. In my experience, the spiritual teacher's job is to energetically uplift and transmit to the students. I don't think anything a teacher says to a student is ever going to make him enlightened, If anything, energy transmission from the teacher and a culmination maybe of what the teacher's pointing at over time. I just remember the day that I said, I know nothing. And it was the greatest realization, the greatest moment of humility, and the starting point of true awakening. The glass got emptied. There was no more concepts, no more nothing. Just the silence beyond all this. Just the silence. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't practice certain types of yoga or pranayama or whatever. I completely encourage spiritual practice, and I suggest you do the ones you're drawn to. Any spiritual practice that you do is going to make you grow spiritually. That's the bottom line. People get too caught up on which one is right and yada yada. Fucking sit and do some practice. You'll never fail at that. It'll always benefit you. Always. It all comes down to how much you're willing to let go of. How much you're willing to surrender. Are you willing to get on your knees and say, Dear God, I need you. Dear God, I'm powerless. I can't do anything right without you. I don't know of the truth. I don't know the nature of reality. And beg that higher power, divine source, God, whatever you'd like to call it, to purify you and to bring you to the understanding which you are seeking. That, my friends, is spiritual practice, and it will get you very far. So much love and blessings to you all. Until next time, leave any questions and comments down below.